Hello and welcome to another modelling video. This is Alan from the Man at YouTube with another modelling video. We are starting our big project for the year, my entry into the Australian Gunpla Builders World Cup Championship. And we're scaling back quite a bit. I think we've gone a little too ambitious over the years and done big or very complicated projects. Just going to go simple to one kit and probably a tiny bit of accessories in the background, and depicting this image of a mass production Qubeley, and we'll be building it from 1 to 100 scale utilizing the master grade Mark II Qubeley model kit. Now the first step I did was do a bit of research. I downloaded all these pictures from Gundam Wiki and Mecha HQ. They pretty much had all the information and pictures that I wanted. For further Google search, there was a bit of fan art, but the images that they used for the line art as well as the anime gave me the extra details I required to put in, and as well as sculpt the details. So straight on the workbench, I haven't built a lot. It's just your standard model kit. And this is how far I've gotten, which you probably got an idea from the thumbnail. These are just assembled. The parts has been loosened or drilled out so they're easier to pull apart. Can't do it with one hand, so that's not a big deal. Everything is polished, kept neat, seam lines are filled, so we're going to continually sand it all the way to 8000 grit and then polish it. I want a very shiny, deep sheen finish, even though some parts will be scratch built. Now there's a lot of details on the mass produced Qubeley, including the binders, the shoulders, the chest plate and the feet. These are going to be CAD 3D printed. Now I've been playing with 3D printed models and whatnot, and I've come to the conclusion that due to the X-axis layers being split and quite weak, they constantly change their shape. You sand, polish, sand, polish, but there's always a chance of breakage or something. Not the most easiest material to work with as it's constantly moving. I intend to print the pieces off, cover them and sand them to the best I can quickly, cast them in resin, clean up and polish and sand and perfect the resin pieces, then attach them to this kit. Even with resin pieces, there is possibility of those parts being traded out and about if people also want to attempt this kit. Close friends and whatnot. So what I've done, the torso is done. It is assembled, and you can see there is raised styrene pieces off the base of the artwork, and they were chopped out, glued, polished and sand. And you can see that with the sheen it's been polished to 2000 grit, but there's still very fine scratches that needs to be polished out further. Going to hit it with primer, which microfill it and make it into a flat surface, and then polish that again. Everything done except for the chest piece. A new chest piece will fit over this pink flap component, and then it'll be all done plus further polishing. You can also notice on the edges the chamfers have been increased. I've used a file and the sanding stick and made them 3 times wider to give them more interesting definition and shape. The chamfers are important to not have a sharp edge when you're moulding, that the plastic won't get caught in the mould. So they get a tiny chamfer that's not noticeable. Decided to play with it and widen it heaps. With an ultrasonic knife we've also cut out vents and holes, so we can add little bits of detail or just add more definition, drilled holes, and just had a lot of fun. So this chest piece, even there, and you can see that the chamfers are also polished. This chest piece probably took about a week and a bit, nothing too serious. And then we move on to the head. Now the mass production Qubeley head is nothing like the regular Qubeley head. The regular Qubeley head is very, very long. I've traced out the shape with a Sharpie and cut it out with an ultrasonic knife, which was very difficult to keep the internals intact, and a little slice in the eye for a bit of a cutaway. A styrene square was added on the two cheeks and the forehead, and the forehead cutout was done with the ultrasonic knife. 2-part putty by Milliput was applied to smooth it out. It was sanded and then further puttied with automotive bog putty. It's a 1-part polyester, very thick, resiny based, used for fixing cars to make them shiny in showroom condition. So it's perfect for models. And in a very short period of time I've sanded and polished and sanded and polished, and I've got a very smooth surface. I need to hit it with a bit of primer to see if there's more imperfections to clean up, and leave it to further polishing. But yeah, it's quite nice. I might do a 3D scan of it and make this available as well as the other parts, so it could either be downloadable or castable or something. But yeah, going for something that's anime accurate that doesn't exist is a lot of fun. I think I'm going well. I'll try to do an update once a month until we're closer to the event and do it more regular by then. I won't be holding this as a secret this time. Quite confident that this is something I can pull off. Thank you very much for watching. As always, until next time, stay tuned for further contents. Keep an eye on Facebook, and we'll see you guys later.